Nottingham for, well, at the nets, not really at the nets because there are no nets. Umbrellas are up, the rain's been falling for the last couple of days. There was a little break, just a tiny break in the weather for India to get outdoors and just have a little bit of a session. Well, just behind me is where India were a little bit earlier, and when the sun was out for about an hour, I suppose it was. It's raining again now. But what we did see from that net session was Virat Kohli having a good bat. We saw Rohit Sharma having a good bat as well. And to me, Dinesh Karthik was the interesting one because I saw him having a net and just getting some throwdowns. Maybe he's the option at number 4. There was a lot of discussion between Kohli and coach Ravi Shastri about who would fill that number 4 spot now that Shikhar Dhawan is gone. Of course, KL Rahul will automatically just shift straight to the top of the order, and number 4 has been the big talking point for India in the last year and a half. Will it be Vijay Shankar? Will it be Dinesh Karthik? Personally, from the net session, it looked like it might be DK having that nod just ahead of him. He's a genuine batsman, we know that. Obviously, he's a wicketkeeper, but Shankar could offer just a little bit with the ball if required in these sorts of conditions. So that's the one point for India to talk about and their discussion around it. Apart from that, everything else looked very relaxed. The bowlers turned up. They were just milling around having a joke. The general joker, Yuzvendra Chahal, he's always there. He's always in amongst it. Ravi Jadeja rolled his arm over gently a couple of times. Apart from that, nothing else really from an Indian point of view. They look relaxed. They're in winning form, and one of these teams, I guess, will go away tomorrow night with 2 points, 1 point, or maybe no points. Well, unfortunately, New Zealand weren't so lucky. They've been just up there. You see those windows up there? That's where they've been the last couple of days, training indoors. What do you get out of indoor nets? Well, for the batsmen, it's just about hitting balls. It's just about being a little bit more consistent, maybe getting some half volleys thrown at them, and just getting their timing, hitting deliveries. For the bowlers, there's not a lot they can do. A couple of the quick bowlers had a decent bowl, but it wasn't easy to see. Just caught up with Luke Ronke from the New Zealand camp. He said the indoor nets were not particularly easy for the batsmen to see, so they didn't want anything too fast, and it was all a white background as well with white cricket balls, which certainly doesn't make things easy. What New Zealand did do though was they played a bit of their foot volleyball that they play. They're in great spirits, and as they should be. 6 points from 3 games. So they've had Sri Lanka, they've had Bangladesh, they've had Afghanistan in their first 3 games. It seems a bit like an Asia Cup for New Zealand to start this tournament off, because they've got India now. But I think 6 points from those first 3 games will certainly hold them in good stead. They're looking forward to this India game, providing the weather plays its part. I think the conditions around here, with a little bit of rain, a little bit of seam movement, might favour New Zealand bowlers a touch, although India do have a very, very good seam bowling attack. So, providing the rain clears and the weather plays its part, we should be in for a cracking game. New Zealand seem in good spirits heading into the game.